Now and talk about something happy this morning, and which is India's dominance in the chess world, which is the testament of countries' growing prowess in the sport. As we celebrate India's historic double gold win at the Chess Olympiad 2024, joining us are two champions who made it possible. GM Srinath Narayan, captain and the coach of India's Open team, and I am Tanya Sachdev, a key member of the gold medal winning women's team as well.
So what do we discuss with them? Srinath Narayan first shares all of his expertise. What made the team unstoppable according to him? The impact of the legend Vishwanath Anand. Remember, Anand has himself talked about mentoring some of the chess players over the last few years. Also, we're going to hear from Tanya on the overwhelming support that is now pouring in for the women's team, the personal significance of their achievement, and the inspiring young talents, how they made it happen, what their story is. Take a look.
Very, very special, and yeah, just a huge thank you, to be a part of this big moment with us, to celebrate this with us. I think it makes us realize what we've done. It goes even beyond us. It hopefully inspires so many people watching this. Thank you so much for cheering for us, rooting for us, everybody who came today, this warm reception. It really means the world, and all the hard work, the sweat, everything gone into it. It makes it all worth it. I think when we say it means a lot or it means everything, it's just that it keeps us inspired. It keeps us motivated to play our best, to play our hearts out for the country. In Budapest, the men team, they dominated it. They were just unstoppable, untouchable. They ran away with the gold. The women team, it got a bit tricky in the middle. We were leading till the 7th round. We had a little setback, but then we were able to come back. We showed that resilience, and I think that's what I mean. That when you have the support, and people back home want this and they are rooting for you, it fuels you from within. So it really means everything for us. It's truly the golden generation of Indian chess in the men and the women as well. It was Harika and me who played so many chess Olympics, come so close so many times, have had near misses. And then we had these three young girls, Vaishali, who was actually part of the bronze medal winning team in Chennai. And then I think what we were missing in Chennai, we had it here, which was in the form of Divya and Vantika and their fire play. So many big clutch victories, their confidence, their positive energy, the intensity with which they play, their hunger, just all of that. I think it's not only inspiring for India, but also for the players, to watch that. So, yes, for a long time, the talk has been that in chess, India is the future. Yeah. India is the present and the future. Well, my personal story, I'll start with that really quickly. I got motivated and inspired to take up chess as seriously as I did after I played a simul against Vishy. It was in Delhi, and I was the only girl there. Or it was... I think it was in the City Fort Auditorium, and I went to play that simul. It was a game, and I lost, of course. But after that, just looking at him, I was like, I want to be like him. And I think that was the start of chess for me. So he's inspired, I think, every single person. If you had to point one reason to where chess is today in India, that reason is Vishwanath Anand. His achievements, I think, is difficult to put into words, but 5 times world champion, an absolute legend of the game. He's inspired the whole generation. What his contribution goes beyond words. I think, yeah, it's hard to really say what he's done for Indian chess. Just his presence, just has been always there to guide. It was actually a beautiful afternoon we had, and we were sitting with him for more than an hour. And it's so clear his love for sports and how much, his love and passion for athletes as well. उनका जो sports के साथ लगाव है ना, वो सामने आता है उनका, and it feels so inspiring to be around him, to talk to him, to learn from his experiences. We spoke about many parallels जो हम chess में feel करते हैं और उनसे कैसे deal करना चाहिए. He had so many interesting takeaways and inspiring stories to share. So beautiful afternoon that I think all of us will remember for a long time. And it's really moments like these that I think motivates more athletes and all of us to even give our more for the country.
It felt great. It felt really nice. It felt really smooth. Because during the tournament itself, it was quite hectic. I would go to the tournament hall. I'd come back, we'd immediately start, have the team meeting, and I'll start preparing for the next games. But in general, it felt really pleasant that we, there were not a lot of games where we were in doubt that we would actually win. I think out of the 11 games, there were maybe 3 or 4 games where it was not entirely clear that we were going to win. And in all the other games, we dominated. So overall, it was a very pleasant experience. Absolutely, it's a very special bunch, and I think the good news is it's not just them, but we also have a number of other promising youngsters, juniors who are coming up the ranks. So bench strength is also pretty strong. So in that sense, I feel we mirror cricket a bit in terms of being one of the best teams out there right now, the best countries, and also having a strong enough B team, a C team, which can also challenge the best team. We look at first we decide our team lineup, and then we look at the possible opponents, and we make plans against how we are going to approach each of these opponents. And as captain, I have an overview of all the 4 boards and what a general strategy will be. So this also helps in making decisions on the individual boards on how to approach it, whether you want to approach a certain board in a defensive way and be solid, and let the opponent try things, or whether you want to go aggressive. So this is the general strategy. You decide your team lineup. You first look at the opponents, then you decide your team lineup, and then you start looking at the opponents individually, the individual matchups, and devise a general team strategy. Against many teams, India was actually the underdog. Like for instance, against teams like Russia, against China, we were the underdog, and it was generally a good result if we didn't lose on any of the 4 boards, and a 2-2 draw was a good result. So we had built a solid team, which was difficult to beat in the past years. But this time I felt that with a stronger team, it was important to be as aggressive as we can, so as to maximize the chances over there. And accordingly, we devised a strategy where we generally had pressure on at least 3 of the 4 boards if one of them was an even matchup. And I felt this maximized our chances in terms of probability. When you have like 3 potential games with pressure, the chances of conversion is accordingly higher. And accordingly, we won with a margin of 2 wins or 3 wins in almost every match. Vishy inspired everyone by simply being so brilliant. Examples like him show us that it's possible for an Indian to be out there in the world, being a world beater, being a world champion, being the best. And we all grew up. Vishy instilled this self-belief in us. He inspired us to take up chess, and I'm sure he had a role in almost everyone from the team taking up chess by being that light who showed the path. And apart from his sheer individual brilliance, Vishy has also taken active steps to always be there for the upcoming talents. From my personal experiences, I can relate. When I was a promising young player, Vishy invited me to his house, once in Spain, once in Chennai, interacting with me, solving all my doubts, and answering all my questions patiently. And I was barely like 12 years old when Vishy did such a gesture, which has stayed with me forever. And
Okay, let's take you now from our winners to what we hope will be a win. India's official